The Dallas Cowboys, and Dak Prescott in particular, played a really ugly game this past Sunday against the Washington Commanders. This upcoming week in the wild card round, they head down to Tampa Bay to play against Tom Brady and the Buccaneers. And I believe, based on how they played against Washington, there is serious cause for concern having to go up against a really scrappy opponent in the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Sure, the Buccaneers are not what we'd expected them to be entering this season, but at the end of the day, they still have the GOAT at quarterback, and they still have some playmakers on defense that could really make Dak Prescott and this Cowboys offense's life hell. Washington really exposed some of Dallas's warts in this game, and these two back-to-back plays show that Dak Prescott really needs to play better if the Cowboys expect to win down in Tampa. So on this first play, the Washington Commanders are going to come out in a single high man coverage. Dak Prescott knows that it's man, as Tony Pollard, the running back here, is going to go in motion. And anytime a running back goes in motion and a linebacker follows him, that's a clear indication of man coverage. On the strong side of the formation, the Dallas Cowboys are going to be running a pair of sit routes to the 29-yard line, and in between them, they're going to be running a seam route here. Now, the matchup that I want you guys to look at here is CeeDee Lamb in the slot, who's going to be matched up against this Washington safety right here. Notice that CeeDee and this safety have about 10 yards of space between them, so this safety is going to have a lot of ground to cover if he wants to go down and make this tackle and make this play on CeeDee Lamb. The Cowboys are going to be running just this quick little hitch route, this quick little sit route here with Lamb, and this is going to get wide open against a defender who's playing pretty much off coverage. See your motion right there from Pollard. We got man coverage. I'm going to stop it right there. Look at this. CeeDee Lamb is wide open. There is all kinds of space. You can see that his defender's actually kind of stumbling even as he's trying to come down here to cover CeeDee Lamb. But look at Dak Prescott. His eyes aren't even looking in that direction. His eyes are absolutely fixated on the left side of the field. Now, perhaps the progression calls for him to look towards that direction first. I mean, you probably would want to look towards Tony Pollard against a linebacker, but this is about as wide open gets. And Dak Prescott, he's got time to make this throw. If he lets it rip now, this is going to be an easy pitch and catch to CeeDee Lamb for a first down. Instead, he's going to hold on to the ball way too long and tries to throw it late to the outside, and it's nearly a pick six from Kendall Fuller. Dak Prescott with a really horrible miss there, in my opinion. Look at this. This is easy money right here. You've got to take CeeDee Lamb. You can't be hesitant in the pocket like Dak is here. Pressure eventually gets home, but if you just hit CeeDee Lamb, that wouldn't have been a problem. Let's watch it from the tight. Look at Dak's eyes. You can see CeeDee Lamb right here. He's about to come open, and Dak isn't even looking at him. I'd imagine that'd be really frustrating if I were a Cowboys fan watching this. Come on, Dak. So this second play, I would say, is even worse than the first play for Dak. The Washington Commanders are going to come out in a cover two-man look, and the Dallas Cowboys on the strong side of the formation are going to run a little switch release here with these two guys, and they're going to run a couple of sit routes right here at the chains, right at the 30-yard line, and then they're going to run a little speed out right here with, I believe that's Noah Brown, number 85. I can't tell for sure. They're going to run him here right on this little speed out right here to the 30-yard line, right at the line to gain. And over here on the weak side, you got Tony Pollard. He's going to be running just this little flat route and then a little slant paired with it. That's a common concept that you see in the NFL. I'm going to stop it right there. Now, you could definitely make the argument that this flat here to Tony Pollard is open, although it would be difficult for him to turn upfield and move the chains. This is a very common concept. Again, you see the slant paired with paired with the flat here, and you can kind of look at this corner, and he's kind of peeking in the backfield almost, so he's kind of anticipating maybe Tony Pollard to head to the flats, but you can see already Dak Prescott's in the throwing motion, and he's already made his decision. He's throwing this speed out. Now look at Kendall Fuller right here. Look at him. He is anticipating this the whole way. He knows this is coming. He read Dak Prescott, knew that with this quick throw, that's the only place that this ball could possibly go. Look at Kendall Fuller right there, man. That is too easy. I'm going to pause it so we don't get a copyright claim, but that's an easy pick six for Kendall Fuller. Dak Prescott, I understand you're trying to anticipate that your guy's going to be open here, but you got to understand Kendall Fuller is a veteran defender. You're not going to be able to get away with stuff like that against him. Again, you could certainly make the argument that you could just check it down right here to the flat to Tony Pollard. He can turn up field, and it's going to be a difficult fight, but he'll probably get at least close to the first down. It is third down on this play, but still, Dak Prescott, I don't know what he's doing here. That is just absolutely ugly, and there is no way that the Dallas Cowboys are going to be able to get away with ugly plays like this. Dak Prescott is going to have to play a lot better if the Cowboys are going to want to go down to Tampa Bay and beat Tom Brady and the Buccaneers. Again, they have some serious playmakers on defense. They've got guys like Carlton Davis, Sean Murphy-Bunting, Antoine Winfield Jr. in that secondary. That's going to be a really tall order for Dak Prescott, and I believe he's now had 7 or 8 games in a row with at least 1 interception. So this is not good, man. Dak Prescott really needs to clean things up if they're going to win on Monday against the Buccaneers.